Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And I can't believe that we have already reached the year end and November has gone. December is here, my birthday month. I really love my birthday month. I was never a birthday month kind of a person. But yes, and soon you will be seeing the year end videos on my channel. It's just that I have still not filmed them. I will start doing it now, so it will keep going on till the next year, January. So, without further ado, let's get into the monthly favorites of November and find out what all I was enjoying the most during the month of November. So first up, we're going to jump into all the skincare I've been using, and then later we are going to jump into the interesting part is the makeup. Now, the first product which I'm enjoying the most is by Plum. This is the Plum Green Tea Renewed Clarity Night Gel. This is how the bottle jar looks like. Now, this is a very nice combination of a night cream and a sleeping pack. I would say they don't say as in it's a sleeping pack, so you can use it just like a sleeping pack. And in the morning you will not see any kind of sebum secretion on your skin if you're a combination too oily. I was quite surprised. I was not expecting this out of this particular clarity gel, but this works really well. But I would not suggest you to use it in winters if you have dry skin during the winters, because if there is no sebum secretion at all even in winters, then it may get very dry for your skin for the later part of the day because it's already cold in Delhi. So I would not be using this one at this point, but I used it past month and I liked it. In some days, I do use it still, but for proper winters, just keep using this one. Next up is the from the same range, the green tea pore cleansing face wash. Now this is the newest addition to my face wash. I used it, I liked it. It is very mild on the skin, not too harsh, and it's not going to dry out your skin. But your combination too oily, you are going to enjoy this face wash. But if you are a dry skin person, I would tell you to stay away from it. Because I feel it may just dry you out. So yeah, these two things I've been enjoying the most. Next up is a sheet mask. Now, before I show the sheet mask or talk about it, if you don't like sheet mask, if you have different thoughts about it, just skip this part and jump on to another favorite I'm going to show. But I do use sheet mask. In between, I had got that feeling in my head that I should not use it because it is yay, it is wo. You getting what I'm trying to say, because it was a whole new thing which was running in between. But I still feel a sheet mask does a great job for my skin. So I do use the Garnier one, the Garnier Serum Mask Hydroform. This one I got from Big Bazaar long time back. There was this offer buy two get one, so I got three and I used two. Personally speaking, if I have been using a lot of different brands का sheet mask, but for any occasions or any day, if I'm so dull and I need that instant boost to my skin and the brightening up, like the skin should look awake, I think this works the best. This has never disappointed me in any variant it has. The pink one is also good, but this one is also good because it's already dry. So I really like it for my skin because I'm a combination to oily, and it has one more up notch which is more hydrating, but this one works really well. Again, this for 99 rupees, so you'll get it on Nika. Next two products are again skincare. One is a hand cream. Now, definitely, a hand cream is a must in my life, but when winters are here, I need a big tube of it. So, this is the Body Shop Moringa hand cream. You know how much I love Body Shop hand creams. I feel they are the best hand creams. They have the best ones because I've tried Face Shop, Innisfree, many other brands, but I still feel they do the best job with hand creams. For that matter, a lot of their skincare. So this one is nice. This is a big tube. If you're a person who is obsessed with hand creams, then I would suggest you buy the bigger tube. It is more economical and you get much more product here. And I do have a smaller one also in a strawberry version. When I travel, I do carry it with me because as I said, my hands are super dry. Super dry hands I have. So that's a must. So I've been using that hand cream a lot and I know I will finish it off and I will repurchase it. Next moisturizer, which I got back to again because this works really well for me all weather, is the L'Oreal Hydra Fresh Anti Shine. Now, why do I go for anti shines? Because as I said, I'm a combination to oily, so I like to keep my moisturizer enough hydrated but not to give me that shiny effect on my face, because after 1 hour it is going to get more shinier. So this one I use the most. I'll show you, it's almost done. I need to buy a new one. So yeah, this is another favorite of mine. This is my holy grails. I don't show you many new products again and again because I don't uh, want to use too much and then end up with like nothing and I don't like anything. So these are some holy grails which you see repetitively, and I have been using them and I've been repurchasing them again and again. Saying that, this was the only skincare I had. Let's jump onto some interesting makeup and find out what all I've been enjoying the most. Okay, before I get into the makeup, one more skincare, or I would say lip care product I totally missed, and I have been showing this in almost all of my favorites because it is one of the best for your lip care, because the amount of lipsticks we end up wearing, we need a very good product for our lips in a very budgeted form. So this is the Laneige Sleeping Mask. I absolutely love this one. Like, I know that I will not suffer with my lips. My lips are not going to dry anytime because I have something like this to fix it. So yeah, I absolutely recommend this. If you are looking for a good lip sleeping mask, you can try this one. This will cost you 500, but I must tell you, this 500 is going to suffice you more than a year. So I think 500 रुपए आप अपने lips पे खर्च कर सकते हो पूरे साल के लिए. Next up are the two nail paints I have been wearing the most, and these are the two new finishes or two new brands added to my nail paint collection. Now, I was a big fan of Maybelline Superstay nail paints, which are totally discontinued in India. I don't know why. आपको तो स्टोरी पता ही है मेरे साथ. Whatever I like the most is discontinued, but they come after some years, so let's see if it's back again. So one of them I'm wearing at the moment. This is like the gel finish. So this is the Chambord Gel Effect Nail Lacquer. This is like my first ever Chambord product I have used. I've never used any of the Chambord makeup products. If you know any interesting Chambord makeup products you want me to try, please leave it down in the comment section. I will love to try them. But yes, this nail paint is really good. It is not very inexpensive nail paint. This will also cost you 325 to 50 rupees. So I got this from Big Basket, just like that. And next one is a nail paint by Sally Hansen Miracle Gel. These nail paints are not inexpensive. One nail paint is going to cost you 660 rupees. But I still got it from Big Basket because they had an amazing discount running that time. So I got two, but this one is the most worn shade, because I'll tell you, if you want to look really good as in really presentable, and sometimes kya hota na, we wear something really nice and we have done nice makeup, but we put a very shocking nail paint and still you feel kuch kami hai. That's your nails at times, you have to put a nude nail paint or something very close to your nails. It looks really classy and it really complements the whole look. So again, I bought this one. This is the shade, I know most of you will start asking me. This is the shade Totem Alley 209 by 640. This is how it's written, so I don't. I'll mention everything in my description, so don't you worry, guys. Next up are some of the face products which I'm loving the most is the Fit Me Loose Powder by Maybelline. Now, today I'm not wearing this. Today I'm wearing my L'Oreal Matte Magique. This is again a really nice one because the amount of eye makeup I do to like this makeup I've done using the Forever 52 palette. Today is the first day I've used the palette just to check out how it wears and how the shadows perform. So far I really like the look. So what happens is when you play around with a lot of matte shadows, you need a loose powder, and secondly, to fix your face really well, this powder works really well for me. There are many loose powders I put under my eyes, and when I do my makeup, it mixes with the powder and then it stays on the face. Most of the time it has happened with me because of my skin type. But this one really works well, so I use this a lot. And past 2-3 months, I have been just digging around with this loose powder. So this one is really amazing in Indian drugstore, very inexpensive, pocket friendly. grab it if you haven't tried even once, because this is really good and this will last you for ages. Next up is a single eyeshadow by Catrice. Now this is a long time back wala single eyeshadow which I use a lot. It's just that I never show you guys. Just today when I was taking out all my makeup for this filming, I thought, why am I not showing you this? And most of the time, ये नहीं भी दिखाने का reason है because it's not easily available in India. This was given by Antariksha to me. So this is really nice. It's a single, and it's amazing. You see that? The reflect it has. So what happens, like, when I'm traveling also and I don't want to carry way too much of makeup, this work as a good highlighter also on myself. So what I do, I put it as a highlighter and ऊपर से ना हल्का सा bronzer में घुमा देती हूँ. तो उससे क्या होता है कि इसका जो white flecks है इसमें वो tone down हो जाता है and it becomes of my skin tone. So this works as a very nice single eyeshadow and a highlighter. So I use it as like a dual purpose and it works really well for my skin. So I thought I'll mention this today because a lot of times I do my makeup and film a video and you people ask me, yaar, this makeup look is really good and you should do this one. So those days pe I do something like this, which is very easy peasy and quick and never show you guys. So I thought today I'll just mention this shadow which I use the most. Next up is a blush which I have been wearing the most because when I got it, it was very late. And then I started using it was very late. So I thought, let me just use it more often instead using my oldies. Oldies to use hi karna hai and I know it will work. But this one, I just wanted to use more and more. So this is the Nykaa Blush Duo in the shade Brazilian Bombshell. Now this is how it is. Now I like this blush. I really love this blush. The only thing which I notice while using this blush is that it has some kind of a kickback which will make you put your brush again and again in the pan. If it is happening with you, do let me know. But why I use this blush the most because of its tones, and it really complements my skin tone and it really stays on. The pigmentation is good, but it has a little bit of kickback. I would say a lot of kickback because दो बार brush घुमाने से the blush is not there on my face. At least I need to go like 4 to 5 times. But I still love it. I still use the most. So again, one of my favorites. Today also I'm wearing this blush. So that is why. See, anything falls into my favorites. It doesn't mean that it is going to work 100 on 100. It's just that you have to work it out. So I do just work it out with that particular blush. Next up is a highlighter. It's my oldest baby, which I don't think so is anymore easily available. It's generally out of stocks. So this is the Makeup Revolution Skin Kiss highlighters. They don't come in this kind of a packaging anymore. I don't know why they changed the packaging. And then it comes with its own mirror, and then you get this amazing huge humongous highlighter. This is in the shade Golden Kiss. Practically I never used to use this shade a lot till the time I started filming for my festive looks last month. And then I started using this highlighter and I was like, why was I not using it? Just because kabhi kabhi na, when you buy a product and when you see it in the pan, you feel, nahi yaar, ye to hum pe nahi dikhega acha. And that happened. So due to festive occasions, I started using this and I absolutely love it. It's really good, really good. If you want, I'll just give you a swatch. This is how it is. See, it's very muted gold. Okay, now a lot of you ask me if it is for the deeper skin tone or a fairer skin tone. A deep skin tone person will love this shade because it's very good. You can see it on my skin. You're going to enjoy it. Instead on the fairer skin tone, the yellow would show, but my skin tone or deeper than me would like it. So this is another one I absolutely love. Next are the two eyeshadow palettes. But I think I have one more highlighter to show you. We'll finish with that. So this is my Colourpop Super Shock highlighter. And this is in the shade Churro, which is no more on Colourpop. And I have shown this highlighter a lot of time to you guys. And I'm not going to swatch it because I've seen it a lot of time. So this is really nice. One of my favorite. I do use this highlighter mostly in winters. And I like to keep it aside because mujhe nahi milega ye dobara. And if you really want to maintain the Super Shock consistency of the highlighter or the eyeshadow, keep it closed. Keep it closed. Don't lose open छोड़ दिया या आपने खोल के use कर रहे हो and then you keep the pen outside open, it is going to dry out and then it's not going to perform the way it is supposed to. Saying that, let's move on to some other makeup stuff. The other two makeup stuff which I have been using the most is the Sugar Cosmetic liner. Today also I'm wearing it. I'm obsessed with this one. After I used it and I was like, this is a must. I think so far, whatever liners I have into this format, this is the best. This is the Sugar Cosmetic I Want You So Double Matte Liner 01 Black Swan. And this will cost you $6.99. Currently, Sugar is having a lot of discounts on their site also. And I will suggest you, if you're buying Sugar Cosmetic product, buy it from their site. You will pay less. This is an amazing liner. Definitely get your hands on it if you have any second thoughts about it. Next up is a mascara which I have used the most is the Tarte Light Camera Lashes Mascara. Oh my god. This is a lovely mascara. I feel more than the eyeshadow palette, I have used this mascara the most, and the other one, which is almost done. I was just using it more and more because I need to get a new one and I should just get rid of the old ones. But I just don't want to get rid of them because I still use them. They are still spick and span. The what do you say? What do you say? the mascara is still there, so I don't want to throw it. It's not dried down, so I'm still using it. The day it is dried down, I throw it, or else before I throw, I need to get a backup with this. So yeah, this is again a lovely mascara by Tarte. There are two mascaras which I'm using currently by Tarte. They both are good. And I think if you're looking for a good mascara on a higher end side, then I think you should go for Tarte mascaras. Let's move on to the two eyeshadow palettes I've been using the most past 1 month. Is the ColourPop Good Spot palette. Now, initially when this palette was launched, I was never in a mood to buy this, but my so-called friend Antariksha showed this palette in her top 5 or top 10 palettes, and I was like, really? If she's saying, then there has to be a story behind it. So I just got it. So this is the Good Sport palette by ColourPop, and this is how it looks like. Now, practically speaking, if you see the palette, like just like me, you will like, kya hoga is palette mein? But I'm telling you, this palette is a bomb palette. Ye palette बहुत अच्छा है. The color scheme which is going on here is something very different, but it is not out of the box. Out of the box कहने का मतलब है कि in some palettes you see very vague shades and you're like, मैं इसका क्या करूँगी? मैं तो ऐसे shades लगाती ही नहीं. But this is different. So this is different means it has very nicely placed these mattes. You get these very different pastely mauvey shades which are not very deep, which are not very light. Then you get this grey here, which I absolutely love for the grey looks. And then you get these interesting shimmers. This is an amazing gold. It is like an olive green gold. It's not a proper olive, it's not a proper gold, but somewhere in between, which really lifts the look. In my Clovia unboxing, I was wearing this particular palette because I absolutely love wearing this palette. It's an amazing one. So again, a lovely palette by ColourPop. Next up is something which is my oldest baby and I really love it, is the Brown Sugar palette. There were a lot of events, like a lot of parties, official parties, and some functions I attended in between, and this was the only palette I was using, and the Good Sport one, because of the shimmers which it has. But this palette works bomb. Particularly this shade is my favorite shade out of all the shades in this palette. This shade by itself will give you a very nice look, and then you can go in with the mattes. You don't have to talk about the pigmentation which these palette has by ColourPop. But all in all, these three shimmers and then this particular matte is to die for. And these two, the most used palette, like basically the 9-pan palettes I have, this is the most used palette in my collection. And whenever I'm traveling, I do carry this palette with me. So yeah, this was like one of my favorite palettes. Now we are down to the last segment of the video where I'll show you my favorite lipsticks. Now the two lipsticks which I have worn the most by Nykaa Ultra Matte in the shade Grace and Diana and Mona Lisa. I'm so obsessed with Grace. I always say Grace, Grace, Grace. So one is Diana. This is Diana. I'll swatch it and show you. This is Diana. If you're not into a very pink lipstick, I think you can go for Diana. I highly suggest you this shade. It's very good. Next one is my recent purchase. Like I bought it like 3 weeks back and I'm using from that time. And this is the shade called Mona Lisa. Again, this shade I was eyeing from the longest time. I was just not getting my hands in it. This is how the Mona Lisa look. They both are very nice pigmented lipsticks. I don't have to talk much on their pigmentation, but then these both shades are bomb. Next is the lipstick I'm wearing on my lips by Colourpop is Darling. Amazing shade, you can see it. Now basically I wanted to wear something light and I accidentally put this lipstick and I was like, winters light lipstick thoda wash out karegi. So I thought let me wear this one and this looks really nice. It's perfect winter shade. You can even wear it in non-winters, but then I really like these kind of shades in winters. They really lift the look and aaj ganimat hai ki thodi sunlight hai so that we can film the monthly favorites. Next up is another Colourpop lipstick in the Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Skyfall. This looks very pinky in the bottle, but on the lips also it looks vibrant, but thoda sa settle in hone ke baad it looks really good. So this is how the Skyfall looks like. Like if you're wearing something very muted look, like a very no makeupy look, then I think you can go for these kind of lipstick. Now I really like wearing these kind of lipstick nowadays. I'm more into pinks. I don't know why, because it firstly makes me feel younger. And secondly, if I'm not doing anything, these lipsticks look really vibrant on me. So I really like these kind of shades nowadays. So yeah, this is a really nice shade. If you're up for these kind of shades, then only buy, or else just skip it. Don't buy anything and everything. Next up is the Nykaa Dummy Matte Lipstick. I've done a full review on these. I use it as a gloss. I don't use it as a lipstick because it's not a lipstick for me. So this is a shade On Fleek. Since winters are here and I just want to give a little moisture to my lipstick because I cannot stay away from matte most of the days. So this is how On Fleek looks like. But it really works very good as a gloss on any kind of lipstick. But yes, it is going to change the shade a bit. So go very slow with these when you're applying it on your lips. Next is the last product of the monthly favorites is the Lakme 95 Weightless Matte Mousse in the shade Rose Touch. Now why do I like this shade the most? Because I use this shade more as a blush on my face rather a lipstick. I have done a full review on my Instagram on these lipstick and some swatches. You can go ahead and check out that. I will link it down in my description. But these lipsticks are bomb diggity. I think for winters, if any moussey lipstick can work really well, it is the Lakme ones only. I absolutely recommend these. I have 4 shades in it. I absolutely love all the 4 shades, and a lot of you guys keep asking me what are you wearing on your lips when I'm wearing a red lipstick. Mostly it is Crimson Silk by Lakme nowadays because that's the lipstick I can wear for a longer duration, and even if I keep talking, it doesn't budge, it doesn't dry out. So yeah, saying that, I absolutely love all the products I showed you in my monthly favorites. Yes, it just went a little way too much this time because I will not be showing you my December favorites. Consider them as my December favorites also because I will continue wearing them only. It's just that December to January you will be seeing all my yearly favorite videos. So stay tuned for that because that's going to be interesting and you will come to know the actual tea on them and you will know what exactly works and what I just bought it. Because I will be doing a whole video on the regrets, what I bought, what products didn't work at all. Saying that, I'll take a leave from here. I hope you loved watching this interesting monthly favorites. I will be back soon with something more interesting. Till then, you take care. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave and follow me on my Instagram @RatePrancingGeek. Take care and bye-bye.